Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Jackie, and you know we're never tacky. In today's video, I'm gonna be recreating Latto's makeup look. I saw somebody else recreate this, and she has been killing it with the makeup. The rebrand has been crazy. Okay, like Ice Spice too. Ice Spice's rebrand has been going, but today's video is about it. Okay, so I did the monochromatic look that she's been having going on, and I try to, you know, keep it toned down. But I do feel I'm gonna reiterate this throughout the whole entire video. The hair plays a huge part into her looking so airier and brighter, and honestly it is a look and I am here for it. But you guys, without further ado, if you haven't already, go ahead, like, comment, and subscribe. But without further ado, you guys, get into the video. Yours skin. For two of my primers, my skin literally right here around my nose, I don't know what it is, like that's literally the only like sensitive oily, super duper oily place I got. So I got this travel size, one size for that area. So, and my chin too. My chin does a number every now and then. So then start off with dabbing a little bit over here, and then right here, get my smile lines for sure. But how old were you when you learned that you can double your primer? Let's get majority of my T-zone too, because I feel like skin matters in this makeup. Like skin matters in all makeup, but like I feel like since this is like such a like an airy super, yeah, I'm gonna do my hair later. I just don't want it in my face. But I do feel like since this is like a super duper airy, we're gonna get into my hair later, but like I do feel like since this is a super duper airy makeup look, I feel like skin prep is very crucial. I'm gonna follow up with this Hourglass, and this is their airbrush primer. This is actually so good, and I hate when expensive things, like I don't want to say this, but I hate when expensive things are actually good. I should be good who had to buy expensive things, but you know what, we will find a way, because I have pretty like textured skin, and especially like around my this area, like really my T-zone area is like my most problematic area, but I'm gonna let that sit. I'm gonna go in with this Morphe brow tease, I believe brow tease, and I got this in the shade Latte, and it's more on the cooler side. Again, trying to bring out my natural hair colors, because when I got my eyebrows microbladed, I told her to stay cool, but I did tell her to stay on the cooler side because I also didn't want my eyebrows to be just so like, my natural hair color does grow out cooler. So yeah, so I feel like we're starting off there, and keeping like a softer brow, a hyperpigmentation president when it comes to like around my mouth area and like around my face. I have two options for color correctors. Color correctors have came a long way, and they do such an amazing job at giving you a strong good base. I'm gonna go over with this one first, and then I'm gonna put it on the back of my hand, and I use more of a peachy color than I would a orange color, because it's gonna make it harder to blend out. But since I feel like if you are a darker skinned person, orange would be perfect, but also make sure that orange does this. Make sure that orange does this, because if it doesn't, you're supposed to like, it's supposed to color correct. You're not supposed to have such a huge contrast with your face. But like the whole purpose of color corrector is to like cancel out the hyperpigmentation. Like for me right here, I have like a natural shadow, which I'm not mad on a day like this, but I mean on any other day, but on a day like this, I want to create a whole flawless look, because we want to give the most softest bronzing contour ever. And again, I'm going in with the thin layer to continue like the whole seamless situation going. I just want it to remain uber duper seamless. But as you can see, you're seeing my face night and day, and this y'all, Natasha Denona is so good, and this is their High Glam concealer, and I don't like to go past my smile lines. I don't like to go past my smile lines with products like that. I don't like to go past my smile lines, because it just like, as much as I yap, especially in these videos, like I literally know where my smile lines are at, so I don't go there. Yes, and if you are going back to it, if you are darker skinned, mix the orange, cause I don't know, I think the shade range has changed, but then again, again, I don't know if they are expending the shades, because you know how they be. You know how these companies are. Like, we make a plea, we cry, and it takes them 10 years to give us the product. But then again, quality. Anyways, if you are darker skinned, mix the orange mix the orange color corrector with your concealer first, and then create your own color corrector, because you simply just don't want to blend it on your face first. I'm gonna tell you that for free. Been there, done that. All right, usually now I would go in with like a just gonna brush on like a powder. Especially like here, like super light, because although it's a pretty full product, the High Glam is a pretty full coverage product, I still want to set it, but it's not necessary to set it. So now we have like a perfect base to start off with. Wild, and I love it. As you can see, it's super duper close to my skin complexion. I don't know, I feel like I'm gonna lie, but you get the gist, okay? And since it's so close to my skin complexion, it's gonna be close to my forehead complexion. You see it? Wild, isn't it? So yeah, so we did that. I'm gonna take this Real Techniques brush and blend it out. I'm gonna be the man I need. We're gonna blend backwards, push it back into the hairline. It's really like a soft contour, soft area. This whole entire makeup look. Under eyes, I'm gonna go in. For my under eyes, I'm gonna go in with these 3 shades, because she does tend to like sneak in a bright under eye. So I'm gonna go in with these 3. These are relatively the same shade, but like there's like a shade difference. So this is 7.3, this has to be 7. So I'm gonna take a little bit of 7.3, and then this is gonna go here. So gonna be the man I need, and I'm just gonna blend it out, y'all. The key to this is a semi-wet beauty blender. Why do you ask? Because it's picking up all of that extra concealer that you do not need. I feel like a wetter beauty blender legit keeps your makeup on for eternity. You blend a little bit more. I don't know, I like the tackiness of the product with a semi-wet beauty blender, and I like hearing that sound. You see how we gave ourselves a transitional shade? Now from here, I think I want to go in with my L'Oreal True Match, and it's just a little bit bright, because she does sneak in and give us like a tiny squeeze a bit of concealer. And you guys, of bright under eye. And I did forget to add, I think I want to do my my NARS. Why not? I'm gonna do my NARS. I did forget to add, I canceled out like every other, no, I did say that. I said it out. Okay, now I'm gonna take a Morphe concealer brush and just blend it all out. And then again, I'm gonna concentrate it here, because like I said, she sneaks it in, and she doesn't really pull it up. Just keeping it here, keeping her center. And I'm gonna go back in with the same beauty blender, because I don't want product buildup, and if it was too bright, let's humble it, okay? Now I'm gonna go in with, I love this stuff. I want to stop, I really do. I don't want to use anything else. I don't. I'm gonna go in with this LA Girl Pro powder, and then just lightly press it under my eyes. And then I'm gonna set my eye also, because she doesn't do the whole brown look, the whole smoky brown look, so that's another thing. The lid is pretty much empty. And with this Kosas Baked bronzer situation, and it is in the shade Escape. And again, nice little finish, precise, but like it blurs it out. Like with this big brush, it's precise, but like it blurs it out so beautifully. See how pretty. And then hit my forehead with some too. Black Radiance in the shade Toasted Almond, and just bring it back to me. I'm going in with the L'Oreal Paris. This has been on my thing. I've been using it since it's been like 4 years now, so we are locked in. I got the waterproof one. Amazon does an amazing job with replicating the natural lash with mascara. So sometimes I do use this, but since this look requires like a very light look, I feel like I have a decent amount of lashes for this. And to be quite honest with with you, I feel like brown mascara would have ate. Like a little, not black necessarily, but brown mascara is hitting me right now. So I am going to draw a tiny line. And this stuff is really potent. But here, and then this is 2 for setting spray. I'm gonna do these 2 for setting spray. It's gonna be the Mario and just a tiny amount of that and just a tiny amount of that, because I did feel like I did too much with the powders, and that is so good for the powder. And then now I am gonna go in with the L'Oreal. Careful with this, okay? Don't say I don't know. Careful with this, please. Keep your mouth closed. Don't make too strong of a face, because this literally does freeze your makeup in place, and it gives you that like that glow. It's gonna emphasize what we already have going on right here. 1 layer is good enough, but I do feel like I've lost blush. So I'm gonna go back in with a little bit more blush on both sides. This I hope I don't. You better make it better rumble. Okay, to execute this look, I don't know. Nah, I think this one is more accurate. I think for lips, I have lip plenty of lip options, but I feel like this one, again, since we're going for a more monochromatic slight pinky look, this one is going to be it. And this is in the shade Folded 10. I am going to be lining my lips with Milani in the shade 3, and then I am going to be following up with Folded / Cream. I'm going to be going in with NYX Fat Oil in B2B. You see how that gave us a nice base, but since I want to go in with like more lip, I want like a shinier look, I'm gonna go in with this. I'm gonna go in with this Maybelline. This is in the shade 02 Ice, and yeah. And then lastly, I think I'm gonna follow up with. I think I lost like a little bit of brightness when it came to the under eye. This is the finished results of the makeup tutorial, and I feel like her hair color does play a big part into it. So I did try to do like airy bombshell curls, and to give off that effortless look, and I feel like I did a pretty good job, you guys. I don't know, how do you think I did? What would you do different? But